Hello friends! The biggest challenge of life is to be yourself in a world that constantly tries to make you like everyone else. How often do you see your difference as your strength? Your uniqueness is your key to success. Who better than Oprah Winfrey can teach us this truth? Oprah Winfrey was born to a poor, young and a single mother. Her mother worked as a maid. Oprah was raised by her maternal grandmother. At the age of 3, reciting long poems was a piece of cake for Oprah. During her childhood, her family was so poor that she would wear dresses made of potato sacks, and she would often be bullied and teased at school for this. Her grandmother was very abusive. One day, her grandmother asked Oprah to draw water from a well in a bucket. As Oprah was drawing water from the well, she started playing in the water with her fingers. Oprah's grandmother turned red with anger looking at Oprah being so irresponsible. She rushed towards Oprah and she whipped her so badly that Oprah developed welts and started bleeding. Later, when her clothes became stained with her blood, Oprah was whipped again by her grandmother for spoiling her clothes. Such was the intense of abuse that she had to endure when she was a kid. She then started finding solace in books. She became an avid reader of books. When she was in her 7th grade, she won a scholarship to move to a better school. She then started winning many prizes for her oratory skills. Though Oprah was not physically attractive, her spontaneity in answering questions made her win some beauty contests. Finally, she got a job in a radio station. She was hired as a news anchor. Her job there was to report the daily news. Oprah is an empath. An empath is someone who is highly sensitive to the emotions of others. One evening, while reporting about a fatal fire accident, Oprah became emotional and she started crying in a live program. Just imagine how unconventional it would be if you see a newsreader crying while reporting a sad news. Oprah always wanted to sound natural in her shows, so she would often ad-lib. Ad-libbing means to perform something without preparation. She tried hard to resist her emotions from being displayed in her shows, but all her efforts ended in vain, and finally, she was fired from her job. She was labeled as unfit for television for being so emotional and empathetic. But Oprah was very resilient. She believed that her empathetic nature was her strength. Very soon, she got another job in a TV station. But this time, her warm-hearted personality was greatly liked by the audience. Her emotion-centered approach towards the audience made her gain international reputation. Her famous show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, is the highest-rated television program in history. It was telecasted continuously for 25 years. She was the richest African American of the 20th century. She is a great philanthropist. A philanthropist is someone who donates her time and money for serving others. Today she is dubbed as the Queen of all media and as the most influential woman in the world. The video recommendation for this week is an award-winning animated short film called Reflection. This film is about a high school girl who aspires to become a great ice hockey player, but she often gets mocked by her friends for being so plain looking. Over time, she gets persuaded by their comments and she starts losing her passion for her favorite sport. To help her realize her real strength, her reflection comes to life and it reminds her of her true self. Will she realize what her biggest strength is? Will she hold on to her uniqueness like Oprah Winfrey? Watch this film to know the answers. The most brilliant scene of this movie is the scene in which the reflection follows the little girl to stop her from selling her shoes. In that scene, the reflection moves over only reflective surfaces. The animators of this movie have made that scene very logically and smartly. In that scene, the reflection gets stuck in a puddle and it lies unable to move over a pavement. At that time, a car runs over that puddle and it splashes the water of that puddle over a window of the shop to which this girl heads to. And finally, that reflection stops the little girl. Isn't the scene a true masterpiece? Kindly watch this film and send us your summary for this film. I thank you.
develop.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday.
Wednesday? Is it correct? No. It should be pronounced as Wednesday.
Three article brothers in English. They are the and the. Our three brothers
Like the first original television program in America was The Television Ghost, which featured an actor dressed as dead people and telling the
Edna Lee. Do you know her? She is one of the characters from the animated superhero film The Incredibles. Designing all the superhero uniforms is her job.
The video recommendation for this week is not about Neil Armstrong or about Moon, but it is about the love that grandparents have for their
The
grandchildren.
company we keep decides who we will be. The moral of the story is keep good company if you want to be a good person.
Subscribe to our channel for fun facts, lessons on English, and tips for public speaking.